Liam here, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Pokemon WTF Moments. And I know, in the last episode, I had a little bit of blonde hair dangling down from my beard, but look, very fortunately for me, I have a lovely, beautiful blonde girlfriend, and sometimes when I hug her and stuff, you know, maybe hair gets caught in my beard. Maybe I don't notice when I turn the camera on, because between my bad eyesight and how far away I am from the camera and the viewfinder and whatever's down there in the corner that I'm looking at it on the screen, can't see if there's a tiny thin hair, would you believe, on my beard. So lint rolls are very important, but they don't always do the trick. I also have a very fluffy black and white border collie, which means lots of white fur. So if ever you see a little bit of dog hair or a little bit of Sophie's hair on me in a video, just don't worry about it. Just know that I'm living my best life.
Yeah, I know that because I did point out at the last video, which anyone should watch that. Just, you know, make sure pay attention to what is going on in your body or hair, might.
Regardless, if you enjoy Pokemon WTF Moments, make sure you hit that like button, show me how much you love the series. Let's go for 1,000 likes on this episode if we can, and hit subscribe if you're new so you never miss an episode. Don't forget to go back and binge all the rest, and share this video with a friend. But without further ado, let's get into the WTF Moments for Pokemon Series 1, Episode 15, Battle Aboard the St. Anne. I almost forgot the episode name. Battle Aboard the St. Anne. That's the one.
Wow. This is not the first time anyone messed up the title of the episode, but wow, Liam, you should pay attention.
We start the episode with Ash commenting that he'd love to travel across the ocean on a ship like the one they're looking at, and Brock chimes in and says imagine all the Pokemon they'd be able to meet along the way. I mean, you're pretty much going to be exclusively meeting new water-type Pokemon, and if we exclude the Pokemon that Ash and Misty already own and their evolutionary lines, and also Seal, because Seal's at the Cerulean Gym, and the water-type fossils as well, because they're supposed to be extinct at this point, that leaves only 9 evolutionary lines of Pokemon they could potentially meet along the way, and is it really worth getting that excited about? What am I saying? That includes the Poliwag line? Completely worth it.
I mean, it's alright that you can say your favorite Pokemon on the screen, but don't want to time that involved with it, eh? Also, does this guy thought that only thing they sing is just water types? There is more than one type, you know. People can carry, bring other Pokemon types as well, such as grass, fire, yes, fire also come along, bug, flying, and poison. Okay, right, I said that's so wrong, because poison type can poison water, but you got a point.
If you're the kind of fan that this fan service is servicing, stop it. She's 10. And while we're on this topic, what's wrong with adults? Why can't adults just fancy adults? Literally, the most attractive people I know are all adults. Adults are great. If you're an adult, just fancy other adults, not this. Not gonna lie though, I'm tempted to make this the thumbnail for the video, because I know how uncomfortably huge the amount of people that would click a video just for a cartoon girl in a bikini is.
911, what's your emergency?
So is Jessie just really skilled at concealing her natural hair under a wig cap, or did she actually dye her hair orange purely for this bit? That's either some really impressive skill or some really impressive dedication.
Wow. I surprised he didn't use Team Fortress 2 spy line and say,
well played. Fine job. You have done well.
but now you have to nitpick that this guy is so convincing. Ah, shut the hell up.
The famous St. Anne? Never heard of it. Now, if you had tickets to the SS Anne, then I'd be interested.
What the hell does that mean? You're saying that the ticket should be called the SS Anne ticket? Even though this is the alternate universe, you know. Not all things have to be similar to real life. What the heck?
Now, some of you out there will probably want me to comment on how James makes such a convincing girl, but there's nothing WTF about it. It's 2020, get your head out your ass. I do love that all he says during this section is, cool!
Hey, yo, what the heck? Get your shitty ass out of here! Also, refer to the Team Fortress 2 spy said.
Direct quote from Ash. Do you know anybody who says radical anymore? Not really, but apparently nowadays we say poggers, which is apparently supposed to be better? Cool!
Hey yo, what the? Will you stop doing that? Jeez, Louise. Also, who the heck says pogger like that? Like, seriously, what the heck?
Ash and the gang accept the free tickets from the definitely not Team Rocket girls, but don't doubt the authenticity one bit. Like, they were just talking about how expensive tickets for this cruise are, and then when they're handed tickets for free because the original buyers need to hang out with their boyfriends, they're not even a little bit skeptical. Mate, I'm the complete opposite. I don't trust anybody. I question people who want to hand me a flight.
Yeah, but that doesn't stop the bootlegs from released.
This lighthouse looks like something. I don't know what, but it looks like something.
I told you not to climb on that, you stupid mother. Piece of
Giovanni, mate, you've got to sort your lighting out. You're supposed to be the head of an evil organization and you can't afford one softbox light to go behind your camera? They can't see your face, mate.
Actually, Liam, his face will deliberately be in shadow to make him look more evil and sinister.
Evil and sinister? Is he worried his actual face is not evil and sinister enough? Does Giovanni have confidence issues?
Oh, now you f***ed up.
Direct quote from Giovanni. I'm totally disgusted watching you fail me when I expect total perfection. Perfection, like this Persian. Dude, I was about to give you all the credit in the world for that evil sounding voice distortion, but that pun just ruined all credibility you have as an imposing authority figure.
Oh! Now you f***ed up! Round 2.
So the whole cruise is basically a scam, and Team Rocket have taken over the ship, and once the ship is out at sea, all the grunts will come out and steal the Pokemon trainers' Pokemon. It seems like a good plan until you realize that all those Pokemon trainers probably have some modicum of skill in using their Pokemon. Not only that, but the sheer amount of Pokemon trainers that are guests on the cruise definitely outnumber the number of Team Rocket grunts posing as staff, so they're massively outnumbered and probably massively outgunned. So if a fight breaks out, Team Rocket definitely won't stand a chance. How have they not seen this?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe Team Rocket can manipulate the Pokemon trainers by lower the guard by show them they can, get a rest at the healing station. You know, what the villain definition does. Another turn. You don't know how villain works, do you?
This scene isn't really a WTF moment, it just makes me miss convention.
Wow, a sympathized moment. This is new to him because this episode he, makes some disgust moment, which we will cover that soon. But wow, Liam has some sympathized moments here. So I better remove a scene here. For now.
Direct quote from the kid on the left. Look at the flame on my Charmander. There's orange mixed in with red. Of course there is. It's fire.
What the point is this?
Why is this guy telling Raticate to use Jump Kick, a fighting type move, on Starmie, which is a psychic type Pokemon? It's not very effective. Plus, Raticate can't even learn Jump Kick. I guess it's better than this guy, though, who wants Starmie to use Spinning Tackle, which isn't even a move. I tell you what, though, that Jump Kick must have done a hell of a lot of damage to that Starmie, because Raticate was able to knock it out with Super Fang, which is only possible if the Pokemon you're using it on has 1 hit point left. Yikes. James fantasizes about all the Pokemon that Team Rocket will have if their plan is carried out, but not a single Poliwag, Poliwhirl, or Poliwrath appear. So what's the
Shut up!
point? This guy once again asks Raticate to use Jump Kick, a fighting type move that it also can't learn, against Ash's Butterfree, which is a bug and flying type, so it properly resists it. How's this guy winning so many battles if he's so crap? So is Raticate new Hyper Fang all along? Higher base power, same type attack bonus. Probably should have just used it from the start.
Nobody asked for your opinion. Whee!
Ash's Butterfree successfully used a Stun Spore, and just as Ash is about to tell it to Whirlwind the Raticate, the guy just steps in, takes his Raticate and goes, how about we call this a draw? In what universe is a forfeit a draw? Come off it, mate.
Well, it says right here, yes, you can draw the battle, mate. I mean, seriously, it doesn't matter who wins or loses, it depends, well, how much energy or point you did. I mean, you're a wrestling fan and you should know this, mate. What's a Cybertron?
I'll never understand how, with how common a Pokemon Magikarp is, James has never seen nor heard of.
Well, rich people can be rich people, mate. I mean, did I just spoil the episode, Sombra?
I think you did.
Whoops, my bad.
I'll also never understand how the next vendor along changed these Pokeballs from regular to gold in a matter of seconds.
Nobody cares, Liam. Nobody cares.
According to the Magikarp salesman, Magikarp lay 1,000 eggs at a time. Mine only ever lay eggs one by one. What am I doing wrong?
Well, obviously, Liam, they're trying to liken Magikarp to a real fish to make it seem more appealing.
It's not a real fish, though.
Actually, Magikarp is based off the Asian carp, mate. Which, yes, it is real fish. It may be a fictional fish, but doesn't mean it's fake, mate. Or is that supposed to be joke?
The Magikarp salesman explains that if James buys one Magikarp, he can breed up to 1 billion Pokemon and make billions of dollars. Never once does James question why that man himself isn't a billionaire.
Nobody cares! Nobody! And you need to shut up!
He did it. He bought the carp. Heed this lesson, boys and girls, and everything in between. Don't be like James and buy a twatty fish. Use code...
Whoa, 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 whoa! 20 fish? Okay, I know Magikarp is not a popular fish Pokemon that, you know, it spawns everywhere, but 20? Even though it evolved into Gyarados, one of the most popular Pokemon that is top 10, my top 10. This shows that Magikarp is not a twat. 20 fish? Really? You get 100 cents for that.
Don't you love episodes that take place in a location where our characters wouldn't normally be, like a cruise ship, for example? It means we get treated to plenty of time filler instead of actual content, like long, endless shots of the cruise ship going past the screen. We get it, guys. It takes place on a boat. Thanks for letting us know.
Hey, even a fast character need to, you know, slow down a bit and need some vacation at some point. And maybe we see the ship moving slowly to show that we need to chill out, mate. Chill out.
Oh look, it's Corfish in Gen 1.
Who was that? Oh, that's Butcher. He's now getting attention who's, well, you should know. Okay, I take your word for it. But still, that's actually kind of funny.
Brock stares longingly at a woman I think we can safely assume is the Raticate trainer's partner. This part of conventions I don't miss. Just kidding, stare all you want, it ain't gonna happen.
Shut up!
This Raticate guy wants to trade his Raticate for Ash's Butterfree. Ash, mate, get out of there. You are getting shafted, lad.
And I have no idea what the f he's talking about.
The Raticate trainer's partner says friendship is beautiful, and then Brock chimes in with, yeah, let's start a friendship right now. Pokemon, teaching your kids the wonders of overstepping boundaries.
Look at you. You who were once so proud. Go now and never return.
This trading machine has a fast forward button. I wonder what that does. It also has a pause button and a play button. Are we sure this is a trading station?
Well, I'm no engineer, but I think those buttons are meant for, you know, the way to trade a Pokemon. Like, you know, the pause button, as in pause the trade because someone don't want to anymore. And maybe the fast button because, well, someone be a little impatient. And if the anime screen is a bit, you know, bigger, we could see it with the first button, show that maybe someone had change of mind and rather trade it back. Might, you know, like a good engineer do.
Oh my god, we get it.
James couldn't afford to buy the Magikarp with the advance on his own salary, so he used the advance on Jesse's salary as well. James is a terrible friend. James can't ever be trusted. Pass it on.
Oh yeah, it's almost like James is a villain. Like, what the heck? Another turn.
Look at her! For f***'s sake! Liam, Google is right there! How no one kid not realize that?
Ash is having second thoughts about trading away his Butterfree, just like every kid who ever sent a shiny Pokemon to a stranger who was like,
Yeah, sure, I'll send it back once it evolves.
Wow. I see why Sheriff hired me here.
Yup. I think it's best to leave him alone for a moment.
Agreed. Anyway. First of all, the only part we do random trade is, well, wonder trade. You know, the thing that is random. Second of all, Pokemon X, Y, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Sun and Moon, and Sword and Shield had the image of the trader's ID, you know. We can see that they are not stranger adults, you know, kids or teenager playing the game. To do gameplay like you do. You know what? You should pay attention to what you're saying. And thirdly, do you forget that some Pokemon need trade to evolve, such as Alakazam, Machamp, Golem, Gengarline? Do you forget that?
Team Rocket are equipped with vacuum backpacks that specifically only suck in Pokeballs and nothing else. Look, I appreciate that when I watch a cartoon I have to suspend my disbelief, but this is Mae Young giving birth to an adult hand in WWF levels of confusing.
What the heck is this? How is this connect with this? Like, what the heck? I don't understand. I mean, these bagpipes on Team Rocket back make sense since, you know, people will throw a Pokeball towards the enemy and the backpack will suck the Pokeball into a backpack. I mean, seriously, that's engineering genius.
Oh, come on, not you two.
What? What's about that?
Sheriff always keeps saying that.
Oh. Well. Well, then. Moving on.
Mate, I forgot how good the trainer battle music in the Gen 1 anime is. That shit slaps.
Something he liked? TF moment, anyway.
The following is a dramatic reading of a direct quote from Jesse. Suck them up. Suck them up. Suck them all up. Bet you've heard that before. What? Come on!
Well, at least the fans actually self-aware about that. I mean, seriously, Liam, you should not make jokes like these. These are terrible. Like, what the heck?
Apparently the St. Anne is such a big ship, they were able to carry the Viridian City Pokemon Center on board.
Yeah. It's a pretty big ship, you know. You realize that, you know. Pay attention to what you're saying.
So all the trainers' Pokemon are taking it in turns to stack themselves into unnecessary species-specific pyramid formations to use their signature moves all at once. But it's starting to get really dangerous. Don't forget you're in the middle of the ocean, lad.
Well, yeah. It's the only way to, you know, knock the Team Rocket down and then blast off into space again. You know. The thing that everyone knows. You donkey.
Ash forgets that he traded away his Butterfree mere minutes after the trade occurred. I thought he cared about it, he seemed to have forgotten it pretty quick.
That's the character flaw, Liam. Of course Ash had forgot about he trade Butterfree for Eradicate. Everyone can forget about things, you know. I mean, seriously, you forget some things. Jeez, Reese.
We see a mini montage of Butterfree evolving from Metapod and battling a little. Almost made me tear up a little bit. Good thing it was only short. Oh, just you wait, mate.
Can you turn up, you
Ash sends out Pidgeotto, but so do a bunch of other trainers all at the same time without any on-screen warning. So it looks like Ash keeps a dozen Pidgeotto in a single Pokemon.
But didn't you just... But you said...
You are... stupid!
I'm just saying, all these attacks should have totaled this ship, especially that last group Thunder.
That only works at the bottom of the ship, not the top, you idiot.
Oh, that's right, flight. That's what happens when you get electrocuted.
Why, yes, it is. It's almost like there was an explosion at the scene. You know what I'm saying? Stop lying, dude. Jeez, Reese.
Also, if this ship's in the middle of the ocean, where do those Team Rocket grunts land? Because they're not going to make it to dry land, and they're not going to land back on the ship. So, did they all drown at sea?
Yeah, remember the main trio Team Rockets blasting off into space scenes? Yeah, I think they can land on the safe land. You know, to make sure that no villain dies because this is a cartoon for kids.
So a huge storm threatens to mess this ship up royally, and all Ash can do is worry about trading back his Butterfree. Selfish.
Mario's penis going to heaven.
The captain of the St. Anne claims the ship is unsinkable and then immediately darts off to go and snag one of the lifeboats. This causes mad panic as all the passengers rush to try and claim a spot in one of the available lifeboats. I get that this is a nod to the Titanic, but they're kind of making a massive joke of it, and I don't know if that's okay for a kid's show. And you know it's kind of out of place when even I'm questioning it.
You think that's the worst? Wait until you watch Bob Shaw's Tangerino. That is the worst Titanic film of all time. I mean, what the heck? What the heck? Ugh. I think I prefer this episode over that film. Ugh.
After the ship capsizes, the captain asks anybody who didn't make it off the ship to say aye. Who gave this guy a captain's license? Hang on. Do you need a license to be the captain of a cruise ship? I'd assume so, because it's basically like driving a giant sea bus. I've never really looked into it.
Well, we're waiting.
But seriously though, Liam never researched while reviewing. Like, seriously? You could have researched what you just mentioned while reviewing? I mean, what the heck? What? Oh, and also, Australian TF moment at the top error cliche.
So the ship is now upside down and sinking to the bottom of the ocean, with Ash, Misty, Brock, Jesse and James as the only people left on board. Imagine being that unlucky. The 5 people out of literal thousands that didn't make it off the boat.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because Ash and James are trying to retrieve the Pokemon Pokeballs?
Freezing!
While retrieving, the ship movement caused him to knock unconscious. So, you don't have to blame this episode, Liam. You gotta blame yourself for that.
So the episode ends on a cliffhanger. Will our brave heroes make it off the ship alive? Of course not. They're clearly all gonna die so we can stop making the show because we hate making money, said no one ever. Obviously the series carries on, which is really good for me because it means more WTF moments.
Whoopee, we love that.
Oh, and one last thing, a little bit of behind the scenes embarrassment for me. After about an hour of standing here recording, I think after the point about like making a joke about the Titanic, I realized my right leg had fallen asleep, and as I tilted my body slightly to shift my weight, my knee buckled and I collapsed to the floor. So here's that footage.
Hey y'all, come look at this.
And you know it's kind of out of place when even I'm questioning it. So that'll do it for my WTF moments for Pokemon Season 1, Episode 15, Battle Aboard the St. Anne. If you liked this video, hit the like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. Share this video with a friend. If you'd like to support the channel like these lovely people down here do, post to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/ACE-Liam. They're actually over there. And of course, use code ACE to save yourself some money on G Fuel. But until next time, I'm Liam. Keep on training.
Hello there. Sorry about the jump scare before. I was very ticked off at Liam for insult Nutchicop like that. Like, seriously, I don't know why he did that. But anyway, leave a like, comment down, and subscribe for more videos of this. Thanks for watching.